Welcome back to Lesscashmoremash. My name's Tom.
And I am Mike.
And today, another episode of Re-Get or Regret.
This is Tom's favorite day.
It's not my favorite day, but stand by. We got another one coming right soon. But someone went on vacation for like 2 months for crying out loud. So we got to hurry up and get these out. So, what?
I was trying to figure out
what you poured.
Yeah.
All right. So Re-Get or Regret is something we go through. We'll do a handful of bottles that we recently have expired, and we say whether we it's me. So we say whether we liked them, we didn't like them. We give you a little synopsis on them, and I try to run them through real quick so that we're not boring you. But then again, you kind of get the idea of what we actually thought of it. So we're gonna start with this one because
Funkin' Wagner synopsis.
Well, I sorry about that. It just kind of came.
No, I like it. It's cute.
This one is the Barrel Bomb Distillery. This came in at 90 proof. We got it for $27.97. For those of you in Massachusetts, we got it at Luke's. And this one was just okay. This was nothing I would ever buy again. I would 100% get my Evan Williams bottle and bond over this. It was just mediocre at best.
It's the barrel. It's the intriguing logo type deal. It's not crazy priced. It's not crazy good either.
No.
It's just, if you're traveling, you're on vacation, and you wanted to try something different, it's fair to middling.
Something different.
It's fair. It is fair to middling.
Yeah.
It's nothing. I wouldn't run to it.
Wild Turkey, Evan Williams, anyone Fighting Cock.
So you can get them. So when you go somewhere different, there's a different label. Okay, it's a 50-50. It's not crazy bad. It's not crazy good. It's just.
Yeah, it wasn't horrible.
It wasn't crazy money, so it fit into that category.
All of them other ones are cheaper and better. That's all. That's all I'm saying with that one.
You're away. You're on vacation.
No, I hear you.
That's where I would go with that one.
Grab a Wild Turkey. It was cheaper. Yeah, that's all I can say. So speaking of cheaper, actually it wasn't cheaper, but this is the Russell's Reserve 6-year-old. It comes in at 90 proof. This is their Kentucky straight rye whiskey. We got it for $39.99. But honestly, this one actually placed better than the Wild Turkey 101 did in our blind. This was a solid drinking rye whiskey.
This is Maine? I don't see
Massachusetts.
I don't see this often.
You got it at Gordon's in Massachusetts because you actually wrote it. When we were looking, I wanted to do a battle of the wild turkeys, and this was just it's not the cheapest one out there. It was solid, but it did taste better than the Wild Turkey 101. Right?
It did. It's worth a try.
No, it wasn't bad.
It's worth a try.
There was nothing bad. Like if you're not a rye guy because you don't like the mint and stuff like that, it didn't have any.
No.
It was a solid drinking rye whiskey.
It didn't have a lot of flavors with it, but it was still good.
Yeah, it was decent. So, all right. Speaking of decent, this one is the 1792 Bottle and Bond. It comes out at 100 proof. This actually was Steve's bottle. I forgot what he actually paid for it, but he brought this back. And again, you got to watch the price on this one.
That was going to be my whole comment. Because they can be pricey, and
he bought this so long ago, he didn't even write the price on it.
Yeah, but they still mark these up. They're still up there. So for a Bottle and Bond, this one I'd be marginal on.
1792 is very good, depending on what it is. But
agree.
You know what? Their full proof was dynamite. We got it for like $45.
I was going to say it's a little more expensive than this. So for the Bottle and Bond, what we just did the last couple of days, I don't know if this would.
I don't think it would have hung.
So
it definitely wouldn't have hung when
I think I would bypass this and go with the other color label, just so you know. The label colors do tell you what they are.
No, for them,
we didn't know that.
No, we did not. So, speaking of one I had to have brought in, this one is Dragon's Milk Origin small batch whiskey. It comes in at 95 proof. I got it for $59.99. And this was a recommendation by one of you guys because this is like Michigan only. Bottle design A+.
Mm-hmm.
There was almost a creamy aspect to this one. This one was very good. It had a ton of flavor for the lower proof. I would love to try the Cask Strength. We haven't found that yet.
No.
And if Jimmy ever goes back, if Jimmy goes back, I got him on a hunt looking for it. But this This was very good. It was pricey, but it had a uniqueness to it that really made me like it.
100 proof?
90, I think this one
Oh.
was. 95 proof.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd like to try the cask strength.
So again, you're on vacation, you're traveling. This bottle uniqueness would stand out, and it'd be worth a try.
Right.
If you can sneak that by your wife, $60, it'd be worth sneaking it
Again,
out
I don't
there.
think that's MSRP, but it was what he found when he finally went out there, and I'm like, you know what? Grab it. I want to try it because of the recommendation. from one of
Honestly,
you
I
guys.
would if I seen it
Yeah.
with the little dragon things. I think I call it something else, but I would have said yeah.
Right. So, all right, this one here is the Green River Full Proof Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. This comes in at 117.3 proof. We got it for $49.99. And full disclosure, we put this up against a single barrel that Steve might have got that might be over my right-hand shoulder at one point. And I think this one carried a little bit more flavor, more taste. This is a banging bottle for $49.99.
it's
At that proof, the flavor that come out of it,
there's not much that comes out of here that's like
there's
not worth trying.
I don't think
So-
we've had any, actually. I agree.
So it's and again another unique bottle with the horseshoe on the bottom and everything we've had
It's got a
has
coin
been-
game. You slide the coin game right underneath there.
Yeah, I was a
Fits
winner.
right
I already
in
hit
there.
this.
Yeah, did you?
But anyway.
Nice.
It was I would try this. If you've not tried one of these, I would try it.
No, 100%. And again, that was one of the ones that we have actually. I've loved everything they've done by them. We didn't love it when we cracked it, but even their regular ones ended up winning all of our
No,
blinds.
and they've mingled with other people and they've done well. So it's worth trying.
Right. So this one is Wild Turkey 101 Rye Whiskey. We got it for $18.99. So this was out of Gordon's again. And again, it's 101 proof. And this one, this time, I didn't recognize it the first time we tried it. This one had a little bit of it had a bite on it. It was weird, but not in for $18.99, this is a drinkable all day long. You can make any whiskey that you would make like a Manhattan or anything like that. You normally make with a rye whiskey. And again, I'm not a connoisseur of making beverages.
What's the other one? Manhattan. Now I
Old fashioned.
Yes.
Usually, if you're gonna make it. But you know what? This was still good. It had a little bit more of that wine flavor when you like. I don't know how to describe it. When you drink it straight, but it still was good.
$19 bucks. You really can't
It's
beat
101 proof.
whatever you're doing with it. It's like hit.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
You can spill it. Don't know why you did that. Woke the dog up, but there you go. But no, I agree. It's one of them. It doesn't matter for that price. It's a steal. You actually got it for a good price. It's normally around 25.
It is actually.
Yeah.
That one store still has it for that price, but.
All right. So speaking of one that actually caught our attention, this is the Old Soul Cask Strength Straight Bourbon Whiskey. This comes in at 122.11 proof. We get it for $69.99. And this is one of the ones that would have hung with the Elijahs and the Larceny and all of them. This was just a good. You actually drank more of this than I did. For once, that doesn't happen often.
I actually, whenever I see these, I tend to. It's kind of like the old Ezra.
Yeah.
We haven't gone wrong really with these. So for the price, $70.
It brings me in that copper and cask. Like it's a cheaper version of a good cask strength whiskey.
Right, and it's way below Booker's, and some of them smoke them.
No,
so I if you see these, I think they're like store picks type deal.
Yeah,
it's well worth it. I don't know if they're in your area, but
those are your mass. I would
because you just saved yourself probably 30, 40, $50.
No,
or it's something behind a glass that's probably going to taste. This is going to taste probably just as good.
The funny part is I planned on putting that against like the Booker's, the Elijah and stuff, but this is one of the few bottles that someone would hit a lot when he came over. It's very few times that I can actually blame him, and it's actually him because it's usually me. But that's one of the ones like you actually did gravitate to that one because it is very good.
I did enjoy it.
No, right. So this one right here is the Knob Creek 10-year Kentucky Straight Rye Whiskey. It come in at 100 proof. We got it for $69.99. And again, I did this. This was part of the, throwing it up all the ryes that we went in. This is solid. it's a little on the pricey side, but it was just damn good rye whiskey.
I was
It
going to
really
say, not crazy though.
No,
So if you've seen it, because you don't see knob rye around
No.
in every store. So if you did see it and you like rye, it's not crazy mint. It's not. It's a pretty decent flavor, and I enjoyed this.
no,
So
I agree.
the 4 sips that I got out of it, I did enjoy.
No, honestly,
I'm only kidding. No,
I know. I really
this was very very good.
That one's 100% me. I did enjoy it too much, and I'm almost mad at myself because I would have loved to put that up against the Wild Turkey one that cost $300 something because I think that would have spanked it. You know what I mean? Honestly,
I think you're right.
I think it would have spanked it.
But you don't see them often.
No, you don't. And it was just one of them ones that,
Well, I don't.
like, it just went down. It was so good. It was a very good whiskey on that one. So that was shame on me for actually killing it.
No.
That's why I
It
buy
is what
whiskey.
it is.
You know what I mean? Let's be honest. That's why we do
buy
it.
a lot.
No, that's it. So this one right here is the Blue Run Kentucky Straight Rye Whiskey. It comes in at 95 proof. We got it for $99.99. And I want to stress on this one, this is very, very refined, very, very good. I have a hard time with the $99.99 because I think I
should have put it against that.
That would have been a good comparison because I think that one carried as much flavor and taste. This one drinks soft as soap though. It's 95 proof. But it's just one of them, like, does it demand that price tag? It's a pretty bottle. I got to give it that.
They spent the money on a bottle.
I got to give them that. But
honestly, if you're drinking it, who gives a rat's ass?
That would have been a good comparison, though, if I didn't just drink them both. But we were down to minimum on both of them because they were in so many blinds.
I'm not the biggest fan on this, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
It's good.
It's very good.
It's just not worth the money. In my mind, there's better stuff out there for cheaper money.
I 100% agree. There is so many good rye whiskeys that have that flavor that are way cheaper.
I don't need this butterfly.
No, I get you.
I don't drink the butterfly. I don't drink.
I'm with you.
It's to me, it's fair to middle. And
no, I know people love it, and it is. It does drink. If you don't like the word smooth, it's super. There's zero elbows in that, and it seems
the knob didn't kill you either.
No, I actually I love that one.
So
I really did like that one. So
and it was almost
way cheaper.
$40.
No,
$40 is $40.
Oh no, way cheaper. So, all right, this one right here, with last but not least, is the Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. This is the A122. It comes in at 120.8 proof. We got it for $69.99. And again, I've said this a million times. Some may be better than others, and I know one of you guys had quoted this, but they're all goddamn good. That's all there is to it. These are just tasting whiskeys. That's all there is to it. It's very good.
It is 200% agreed with that.
Yeah.
And then, again, if you can't get the newest and greatest, and there's a leftover, it is by far. If you can get it for $59.99, because that's what we used to get them for, or
Right.
actually maybe even start at $49, but anywhere $50, $60,
yeah,
it's you're not going to go wrong because this is a very, very good flavor.
No,
and if you wanted to step up from their original, this is by far it's a shaker. Because if you have the original and you try this,
which is solid.
No, it is solid.
Is solid. Yeah,
but this is so much nicer.
Oh no, it is. It is.
So,
and if you got to throw it on an ice cube, you got to do something. It's more bang for your buck. It is definitely worth every penny.
Let it melt, and that makes your day great.
Again, I think we've had one that we were kind of like, it's off profile, but when we did it by itself, it was delicious. It's just it doesn't drink like the rest of them, but they are still just darn good. So, well, there you go. That's Regret or Regret. You guys can leave a comment down below whether you agree, disagree, or what you think of what we said on these. But again,
we actually had a pretty good variety. This was like a very, very we didn't really have a downfall.
Well, you know why? A lot of these were
had a good vacation.
Well, no, a lot of them were because of blinds, and it was only a little bit. So we got to make room for new stuff that's coming in. So see what happens when he goes away. Go away, the mice will play. That's what they say. So
that's a double comment of happiness. You're right.
So there it is. That being said, that's our review. Leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear what you guys think of all the stuff we said. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Spend less, drink more.
Cheers.